Check that back leg. Silent. Hey. Sit. Hey. Oh. Hey. Hey. Sit. Hey. Nice. All right, young man. By the way, nice is not a count. Each of these signs should be nice. Okay. Again.
Introduce yourself, or do you want me to just go on with the questions?
I can introduce myself. My name's Jim Hartman. I've been training in traditional Shotokan karate for the last 32 years, and I'm a Peoria police officer, and I've been with the police department for 24 years.
All right, how did you become a sensei, or did you want to become a sensei?
The phrase sensei means one who has gone before. So basically, a sensei is not a grandmaster or somebody that is magically endowed with the power to teach. A sensei is just somebody that has been doing it a long time, and there are people that find value in what they have to offer. So not everybody can be what I would consider a sensei, but the concept of being a sensei, anybody can be a black belt, right? That just takes physical skill, and anybody can learn a physical skill. To be a sensei means that you're willing to pass on the knowledge that you've acquired. And some people are very gifted at doing that, and some people can't do that at all. So I guess, I'm not saying that I'm gifted, but I enjoy passing along knowledge that I've gotten from my instructors from years past.
There anything you like? What made you want to be a sensei?
A sensei?
Yeah, an instructor.
I didn't ever want to do that. I tried like my best not to do that, but over the years you just get used to subbing and doing things and teaching people, and eventually it gets more comfortable, and eventually you can do it. But as far as starting out, I was very adamant about not doing it.
Did you ever study any other forms of karate? Or is Shotokan just your main one?
Yeah, Shotokan's the only one. I didn't start karate till I was 45, and found it down here and started doing it, and just can't quit.
Did you choose Shotokan, or did you just stumble upon the style?
More of the stumbling upon. I was a freshman in high school. I'd been told during junior high that the high school had a karate club, and I knew I wanted to take karate. Years before, my dad had taken karate, but it was back in the 60s, and it was the hard, the hardcore Okinawan, basically my dad said that for the first 6 months, all he did was get beat up. I mean, it wasn't that he learned anything other than how to take a punch and how to get kicked around. So at that age, my dad was like, no, you can't take karate. I got a little older, he finds out that there's karate at the high school, and my parents say that I can sign up. It just so happened that Sensei Rick Brewer, was the instructor. He was a first-degree black belt in Shotokan karate, where he had learned it from his instructor in Bloomington. And I've been with him since day one. So for the last 32 years, I've done nothing but study Shotokan karate.
How many years did it take for you to get your black belt?
I started training in 1980. And I got my first degree black belt in 1985, so 5 years.
Would you say karate has any mental health benefits, physical health benefits? It's beneficial all around.
Yeah. The benefits of karate, Shotokan or any other traditional style of karate. Obviously, you have the physical benefits because it's very dynamic. Physical activity, but you also have the character building aspects of what we teach, and you also have the mental aspects of what we teach. You're trying to develop a person as a whole, not just physical. I mean, if all I wanted to do was get physically fit, I'd take an aerobics class, or I would go lift weights. Karate is about developing the whole person, mentally, physically and then also spiritually.
And do you have to be really physically fit to be in karate?
No. Karate, we teach, we train at individual levels. We individualize the training, and you do what you can. So if you have bad knees, or you have a bad back, or you have any kind of injury, or you think you're too old, or you think you need to get in shape. That's the one thing that irritates me. People, whether they've trained in karate before or not, when they talk to me about it, they go, well, I need to get in shape before I come back to karate, or I need to get in shape before I start taking karate. No, you don't. You take karate to get in shape, okay? It's a progressive activity. So you can be 61, 71, you don't have to be 18 years old or 13 years old and be able to do a full split. You can be any age, at any fitness level, and just jump right in and just do what you can. That's the whole point of karate.
Karate, and did you ever receive any mental or health benefits while practicing?
Well, again, when I first started karate, I was working and I was getting to the point where I knew I needed to do something physical, and karate happened to fall into my lap from that point of view, so I just started doing that, and it has definitely kept me healthy from that point of view.
Karate is very linear, very straight to the point. That's not to say that we don't do circular techniques. We have circular techniques, blocking techniques, for instance, or striking techniques. But the main thrust of our training is basic technique, and it's very linear. It's very straightforward to the point. It's not real flowery, right? It's not pretty to, well, it is pretty to those of us that can appreciate basic technique and basic power in technique. But it's not real circular. There's not a whole lot of spinning going on. The fancier kicks that you see maybe in TV or in the movies, there's not a lot of that. It's just straight to the point, It doesn't require a lot of flexibility. It doesn't require a lot of stamina. It's just one technique, you're done.
For the belt rank, the systems testing, how would you say that goes?
The ranking system was actually the idea of the founder of Judo, Jiro Kano. And Funakoshi, when he brought karate from Okinawa to Japan, liked that idea. He liked the idea of having the students be able to see their progress as they developed skills in karate. So Funakoshi took the Kyu-Dan system, is what it's called in Japan, Kyu-Dan. The Kyu is the lower ranks, the colored belts that you see, and those are numbered from 10 up to 1. And then after that is the Dan system, and those are the black belts. And the Dan system starts from 1 to 10.
What kind of katas and sparring techniques do you focus on? Like, I know everybody has a different sparring. Everyone spars differently.
Okay. From a kata point of view, there are X number of katas, and again, I'm going to say 14, but I think it might be a couple more than that you have to know for the Sandan test, because you have to know each one of them, be able to perform them, and pass. So you select a kata that you want to do, and you do that kata. When they call on you, then they, out of the 14, get to select one, and you do that one for the test. After that, sparring is a matter of personal preference, personal technique. You learn to do things to the best of your body's ability. If you watch Sensei Quinn, Sensei Hartman, they're much younger, and they started much younger, so their style is a lot more better than mine, I guess you would say. I do an okay job for my age and for the number of years I've been in there. So it's just sparring is just something that you develop out of the years of training.
I think that's about it. Thank you for your time.
All right.